to keep this struggle going, because we don't have any other country aside from this. And we have said that since we have adopted the strategy of a peaceful revolt, we will answer to any charge, wherever, whenever, and whichever way they bring it. So we know this one like the last one. The last ones will also fall apart eventually. We find it very sad that national resources are wasted in frivolity. At the time that people in Plateau State, in Benue State, are in need of proper policing, Zamfara, Katsina, Kaduna, they need all the resources we can get. Kwara State has been overtaken by terrorism. And forget, one of the mistakes we make is that whenever there is an act of terrorism or a new act of terrorism, we decide to lie to ourselves by calling it another name. Now we are calling terrorism banditry. We are calling it Fulani Hustle. Terrorism is terrorism. We are faced with terrorists not only killing, maiming, and decapitating our people. They are also taking over territories. Nigeria can no longer be referred to as one entity because half of it is already in the hands of terrorists. Controlled, they collect taxes, they have set up governments, they even have diplomatic representation in certain countries. It was not news that one of the terrorists was arrested on his way to Saudi Arabia to carry out, I would believe, a diplomatic assignment with his family. Terrorists are going on vacation in Nigeria, but policemen cannot afford vacation. Our security agencies cannot afford to eat, but our terrorists can afford to go on vacation. Yes. That's Nigeria we are in. So there's no going back, there's no stopping, and there's no amount of thing they can do to me to discourage me or silence any member of our movement, and our very courageous, ebullient, and solid lawyers who are here today. When we were coming here today, they had no idea. This is why we talk about the competence at the court. That if you want to bring people to court and you accuse them, you have to serve them. They decided to charge Sowore reporters. We were able to one who advised them that your parties are not complete. Go and charge Sowore. But now, serve Sowore reporters, you can't serve Sowore reporters because you are looking for another date. So they have said we should come back on August 7th. August. I hope they know that might be a Sunday. They make those mistakes sometimes. We'll be back here. One thing I can assure you is that we will never run away from this. We'll do everything possible to get this country to work in our lifetime. I have stated, and I'll say it again, if Nigeria works for one day, I'll dedicate whatever it will take to make that happen. I am not fighting for anybody in the future. I'm fighting for my life here. I don't deserve to suffer. You don't deserve to suffer. The country that is the sixth largest producer of oil in the world should not have any business with poverty. It's as simple as that. Our policemen, our teachers, our doctors, our sweepers, our cleaners all deserve better from our resources, because the people who are running the country are enjoying it. I said they are going on vacation. Even the president of the country is going on vacation again. He goes on vacation every other week. There's the third time he's going to Brazil. We're starting to wonder what they are selling in Brazil again. So thank you guys very much, legal team.
Revolution now. Revolution now.
Yes, well, I will just add a little to what my president was saying. The first duty of government is the protection of life of public. The government is a collective responsibility. Unfortunately, the Nigerian government has abandoned governance for frivolities. The police force has abandoned its primary responsibility under Section 4 of the Police Act to start pursuing persons who are interested or asking for a better Nigeria. Sovereignty, they said, belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom government derives all its powers and authorities. As my leader rightly said, bandits have taken over about 1/3 of the Nigerian states. In Kwara State today, every day, bandits keep bombing and killing people. In Zamfara State, it's the same tales of woes of bandits taking over territories in Nigeria. Niger State is half of Niger State is now in the control of bandits and terrorists. Same with Sokoto and every other state in Nigeria today suffers from one form of banditry or the other. The police, whose first duty it is to ensure the internal security and safety of Nigerians, has abandoned that noble responsibility to chasing persons who are calling for a better and greater Nigeria. The Nigeria today can safely be regarded as a failed state because of the failure in governance and the failure of those saddled with responsibility of ensuring that better life is ensured for Nigerians. They filed a charge against a man that has dedicated over 3 decades of his life into championing and canvassing for a better Nigeria. A man who had the opportunity of remaining in America, a man whom the American states till to date is still calling and begging to come and take up their citizenship. He has refused and elected to come back home and contribute his quota to the advancement of the Nigerian state. What does he get in return? Harassment, intimidation, passion by these failed people in governments. We will not relent. The Nigerian states, the police have shown that they are not only incompetent, they are as confused as they can ever be. They've conceded in all our meetings with them that Sowore is a patriot they are proud to associate with. But because they are not used to having men who engage in great noble ventures, they have decided to harass and persecute this same man. We will not relent. We are not afraid. We are ever ready. Whenever they are ready, we are here. But I can assure you that this battle is for all Nigerians of good conscience and good character. The time for Nigerians to rise and demand for accountability, that the Nigerian resources be channeled appropriately for the Nigerian masses, whose property and resources it is in the first place, is now. For how long will Nigerians sit on the fence? How long shall Nigerians remain aloof while these people in government, who are less than 5%, are sitting on the table and filtering away our resources? The child or the children of the poor today can no longer afford basic amenities like education, like good water, like good roads. The country keeps cascading down. The country keeps losing focus of the primary responsibility of governance. Today, our leaders are all over Europe, America, and Asia, enjoying our common national patrimony and cake. While we are here, a man that served for 33 years will be paid less than 3 million naira after 35 years in service. Whereas the legislature, who spent only 4 years, will earn more than 30 million naira a month. Is this the Nigerian for everybody? Are those in government meant to be there to take all the resources of the country for just themselves? Nigerians must demand and rise and demand for accountability. The time to take back the country is now. And unless we do that, I fear for the present and I fear for the future of our children. We must rise and ask and challenge those in government and say, let Nigeria work for all. Otherwise, we are doomed down.
Thank you. Let me also quickly appreciate the retired policemen. Please come. These are our new partners in the struggle. And we know that a lot of policemen also cannot come out because they're still in union. But we hear from you guys on a daily basis. And we want to assure you that we will not abandon the struggle for the well-being of the police, whether you are serving or retired. We are already hearing some cacophony of efforts, but we are not after cosmetics. Because anytime Nigerians don't want to address an issue, they will set up a committee, and they will set up another committee to investigate the last committee. Until another problem comes upon us. So we appreciate your presence and rest assured that we'll never abandon you. We want to very clearly state that Nigerian police must exit the CPM. contributory pension scheme. And we have heard that there are meetings going on with the DG of PENCOM. We advise those retired policemen who are attending some of these very spurious meetings to stop attending the meetings. PENCOM can never be reformed. They are making money out of your misery. Yes. That's how they make their profits. Yes. Let's all bond together, and we will announce very soon again another date to occupy the whole of Abuja. This time we will occupy everywhere from Aso Rock to police headquarters, and we understand that this is why they panic and try to do what they are doing to me now. But this is what I have done for more than 35 years. I'm a veteran in this, and but ultimately, our goal for a better country is not limited to retired and serving policemen. They extend to teachers, they extend to the employed and unemployed. They extend to women and children, the old, the young, the sick, and even those who are healthy. They deserve a better country, and we are here to give it to them. Before I leave, because I know somebody will look at this and say Sowore doesn't call IGG illegal anymore. It remains an illegal IGG today. I have told him when I met them on Monday that whenever he's ready to leave, I'll do him a great service to come and help him pack his things. And we can return him to the local government in Ogun State. Yes. Where, of course, there's a lot of vigilante jobs these days. Yes. They can help all of the vigilantes. Yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Somebody want to say something?
Yes. Thank you so much. Like we say, those of us who see here are the representative of the retired police officers under the contributory pension scheme.
No, not really.
Honestly, we have a very big and larger number of police retirees who are in support of this cause. We are just representing. There is something I told my superiors at the first quarter the other day, and I said that out of the love I have for the police. They are gathering, trying to subdue us now, talking to us. We have given them another leeway. This is somebody who is supporting us. Let me start by this. This is somebody who is supporting us. And by prosecuting him for coming to fight for the cause of a better welfare of both retired and serving police officers, what image, what good thing do you think it can add to the image of the police? Bringing him to prosecute him now because he stood for the better welfare of the police. Is he adding a better image to the police, or is taking away from the police? It's on the basis of this I advise, or I will appeal to the IG. Please and please withdraw this suit.
There's no appeal in our
we are the police. No.
Don't worry.
Yes, sir.
We are not pleading with anyone.
It's okay. No, okay. Another thing we are saying is that this matter has been adjourned to another date. Believe you me, larger majority of retired police officers will occupy this place. Yes. Like I was saying before I deviated, if the police authority, if the presidency, if the DSS, one of us have invited, the Commissioner of Police of the state have invited them. He has interviewed the IG through the DIG Ops. He has interviewed the DIG Ops. He has interviewed the DIG Ops. He has interviewed the DSS director. If we want to see all those interviews, this movement for a better welfare for police officers and retired police officers are being championed by leaders among the retirees, not senior. Whatever meeting the police authorities or the government are having with our senior in the name of representing us, I will assure them that meeting may amount to nothing. Except when the best, we ask for the basic thing, for God's sake, and that is removal from contributory pension.
Yes.
Each time we use our military colleagues as example, we are not using them because we hate them or we envy them, just for comparison. You are saying the police will not protest. Why? Because you look at them as a special unit. The soldiers could not protest. Why? Because they're a special unit. And because they were a special unit, they were removed from contributory pension. If the police will not protest, why don't you also remove them from contributory pension? How can you be beating somebody and asking the person not to cry? So, if they think the serving police officers are not protesting, I've told them before, if this matter is not resolved before the 29th, of September, 29th of September, definitely it may escape. That is the let them do it now. Between they have the leeway already. They should not wait until that day before they begin to look for fire brigade approach. That is our appeal to them.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
No, we should be organizing, not talk.